Hi, thanks for joining me today. In this video, we're going to focus on some work for our core muscles. And our core is not just our abdominal muscles, it's also the muscles that wrap around the sides of the body and the muscles in the back of the body. And anytime we work these core muscles, beneficial for helping to maintain the proper alignment of our spine, whether we are just going about our everyday activities or especially when we're in the saddle. So very beneficial core work for equestrians. So let's start just by taking a few moments to sit quietly. If you have something to sit up on, you can use a little cushion or a blanket to sit up on, or a folded up towel, or you can sit in a chair for a few minutes, just some place comfortable, and find a nice length in your spine. So we want to feel already just in the seated position that the muscles of our core are helping to keep us in a nice proper alignment. So we have even weight in our sit bones, feeling that connection to whatever we're seated on, nice length in the spine, collarbones wide, energy through the crown of the head, hands resting on the thighs, palms up or down. And just close the eyes for a few moments or just take a soft gaze down if that feels more comfortable for you. And just do a little quick scan of how your body feels today. Just be mindful of any areas of tension or tightness or any injuries that you may have, anything you need to be mindful of. Let go of any thoughts or distractions and begin to bring your awareness to your breath. Gently breathing in and out of the nose. And begin to consciously deepen the breath. So as you inhale, think of breathing into all four sides of the torso, the front, the sides, the back of the body. And then as you exhale, feeling the contraction of those same areas, again, front, sides, back of the body. And as you breathe, think of the length of your spine, lengthening from the tip of the tailbone to the crown of the head. Releasing the breath from the crown of the head to the tip of the tailbone. And very gently let the eyes open. Excuse me. So whatever you were seated on, go ahead and just move that out of the way. And come to all fours, come to table pose. So we're going to do a quick little warm up for the body, and then we'll work specifically on core muscles. So table pose, wrist under shoulders, knees under hips. Find that nice length through the crown of the head. So even here, the lowest ribs, think of drawing the lowest ribs towards the hips. So we're engaging those abdominal muscles, just even in the simple table pose here. Inhale and exhale, and then starting a little movement, again, to warm up the spine. Inhale, tilt the pelvis forward, lift the heart and the sternum, take the gaze forward and up into cow pose. And then as you exhale, tilt the pelvis again, now the tip of the tailbone going down, round the spine up towards the ceiling, let the crown of the head release down into cat pose. So keep that going with the breath. Inhale, the pelvis tilts forward, lifting the heart and the sternum, gaze forward and up. And then exhale again, tip of the tailbone curls down as the pelvis tilts the opposite direction, round the spine, gaze towards the belly. So a couple more times. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. Once again, inhale and exhale. And then inhale, come back to neutral. Find that nice neutral spine once again. Now bring your hands in front of your shoulders. Press into the fingertips, base of the knuckles, curl the toes under, lift the knees, send your sit bones up and back, come to a bent knee, downward facing dog. So think again, lowest ribs are drawing towards the hips, so we're still keeping that core engagement, supporting the spine. We're pressing into the fingertips and the base of the knuckles, knees nice and bent so you can feel that nice length from the crown of the head all the way up to the tip of the tailbone. Inhale and exhale. And then very gently release the knees back down to the mat. Bring the wrists back underneath the shoulders. Again, find that core engagement. Again, lowest ribs draw towards the hips, so we're not just letting the belly sag down here. Curl the toes under once again, wrists right under the shoulders, and then just lift the knees a couple inches off the mat. So a hovering table here, lengthen through the crown of the head. So we're engaging those abdominal muscles. Inhale and exhale. Good, a couple more breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Good, inhale, strengthening those legs too, and exhale. Now release the knees back down to the mat, uncurl the toes, and a little awareness. We're going to do a little movement for the hips, but it's going to help with this core engagement. So take one leg, it doesn't matter which, we're going to do both, and just think of lifting that knee a little bit up off the mat, and then begin to make circles with this knee. The foot can be, toes can be pointed, or the foot can be flexed, whatever feels best for you. But as you move this leg, and we're getting that, again, that opening through the hips, keep this core engagement. So don't move the hips so much that you're losing your pelvic alignment. So in this position, we're not keeping that core as engaged. So just find that movement, and then take the circle, go the opposite direction. Keep breathing. Pelvis level, core engaged. And then come back down. Let that leg come back to the mat, and then lifting that opposite knee. And same thing here. Circle that knee. Again, keeping the pelvis aligned. Keep that core engaged. And keep your gaze, think of the gaze a little bit out past the hands, crown of the head lengthening forward. So we're not arching the head, neck forward, and we're not letting the head drop down. We don't need to see what that knee's doing. We know it's circling. And then go the opposite direction. You'll notice maybe one leg might be a little easier than the other. And then letting that knee release down. A little pressure off the wrist. Fold back to a child pose. Hips towards the heels, forehead towards the mat. You can turn the palms up a little bit if you'd like. Maybe a little wiggle of the fingers. Inhale and exhale. And then bringing the palms back to the mat. Inhale, come back up to your table pose. From that table pose, extend the right leg back. Extend the left leg back. Come to plank pose. You can always do a little modification, variation, by bringing the knees down to the mat if you need that for your lower back. Inhale and exhale. Then think of rolling a little forward across the toes. Press through the heel. Again, core muscles engaged. We're drawing the lowest ribs towards the hips. Roll a little forward across the toes. Press through the heels. Roll a little forward across the toes. Press through the heels. Now tap the right knee down, lift the right knee up. Tap the left knee down, lift the left knee up. Tap both knees down, lift both knees up. Again, right down and lift, left down and lift. Both knees down and lift. One more cycle. Right knee down and lift. Take any breaks when you need. Left knee down and lift. Both knees down and lift. Now roll forward across the toes, knees down. Hug the elbows in towards your ribs. Lower all the way down to your belly. Hands beside the chest, forehead to the mat. Press into the tops of the feet, feet hip distance apart. Inhale, lift up to a low cobra, baby cobra. Draw the shoulders down away from the ears. Exhale, lower down. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, lower down, strengthening back of the body. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lower down. Now this time, as you're down, extend the arms all the way overhead. Legs behind you, again, feet hip distance apart. Press into the hands, press into the feet, energize the legs, feel the kneecaps lift away from the mat. Inhale, lift the right leg, lift the left arm. The head can stay down on the mat, or you can lift the head slightly, but keep your gaze down. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift the left leg and the right arm.
exhale, lower. Keep that going. Locust variation. Inhale, lift the right and the left. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the left leg, right arm. Exhale, lower. Inhale, right leg, left arm, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, left leg, right arm. Exhale, lower. One more time each side. Inhale, lift right leg, left arm. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift left leg, right arm. Exhale, lower. Let everything relax for a moment. Give you a little jiggle of the hips here. Inhale and exhale. Then bring the hands back beside the chest. Hug the elbows in. Inhale, come to table pose. From your table pose, exhale, round the spine to your cat pose. Get a good counter stretch for that little sequence we just did. Inhale and exhale. And then come back to neutral. Table pose. Exhale, hands in front, curl your toes under, lift the knees, send your sit bones up and back. Bent knee, downward facing dog, and then gently begin to pedal through the feet. Press down through one heel, the opposite heel. Notice what's going on with those core muscles, lowest ribs, draw towards the hips. Inhale. And exhale. Now release the knees down to the mat. Crisscross the feet behind you or swing the feet off to one side. Come back to a seated position. And as you come into a seated position, have the feet out in front. We're going to do a couple variations of boat pose here. So feet out in front, hands behind the thighs. Find that balance on your sit bones. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, lower the right leg. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, lower. Just think of letting the toes touch. Inhale, lift the right. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the left. Exhale, lower. Now find a little balance. Inhale, lift the right. Exhale, lift the left, lower the right. Inhale. So find that alternating here. Inhale and exhale. Good. Maybe both legs lift. Maybe the arms come forward. Maybe your toes stay on the mat. Maybe there's hands behind you for support. Whatever feels best. Inhale and exhale. Maybe one leg straightens. Maybe the other leg straightens. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Maybe both legs straighten for a moment. Maybe you take a low boat for a moment and then come back up. Let's try that a couple times. Low boat and come back up. Good. Once more. Low boat and come back up. And then crisscross the feet in front. Fold forward. Take a break here. Breath here. Let everything release. Inhale and exhale. And then very gently come back up. One more little move. We're going to do a little bit for the our lateral oblique muscles here. So arms reach forward. Nice deep inhale, lengthen up. As you exhale, left arm goes to the left, twist to your left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twisting to your right and back to center. Inhale, exhale, twist to the right, back to center. Twisting to the left, back to center. One more time each side. Exhale and, inhale and exhale and inhale. Now exhale, round halfway back. Inhale, come up. Exhale, twist to the left. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, twist to the right. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open to your right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale. And inhale one last time, rounding back. This time, inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, release the hands down by your side and just come to a comfortable seat. Legs can stay extended out, cross-legged, sitting on your knees. Just take a moment, close the eyes, just notice how you feel. Feeling a little warmth and energy maybe around the core. Notice the beating of your heart, the rhythm of your breath. And then very gently let the eyes open. So thank you for joining me for that little
core workout today. Again, very beneficial anytime we work our core muscles. Excellent for our posture, for helping with proper alignment of the spine, which we all know, for those of us who ride, how important that is in the saddle. So please subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. You can comment in the comment section below and check out information about Grey Horse Yoga in the description box below. And I hope to see you sometime soon in the saddle or on the mat. Thanks. Bye-bye.